The story begins with Mario engaged in a battle with Bowser on a ship hovering above Princess Peach's castle. As Bowser knocks Mario down the ship, he kidnaps Princess Peach and takes her back to his kingdom to marry her. Mario soon awakens in the Cap Kingdom where he meets Cappy, a cat-like creature that informs Mario that the monster Bowser destroyed his kingdom and kidnapped his sister Tiara. Cappy then merges himself with Mario's hat and they both set out to look for a working airship to go and rescue Princess Peach and Tiara. As they reach the top of a nearby tower, they are met with Bowser's 4 henchmen, which are called the Brutals. One of them stays back to fight Mario while the rest of them escape on their airship. After defeating the first Brutal, Mario uses an electricity wire to travel to the Cascada Kingdom. There they find an old airship by the name of Odyssey, but they are unable to get it running as it needs power. Mario sets out in search of power moons in the kingdom and comes across Madame Bruta, who owns a power moon. Mario defeats her and retrieves the power moon, using which Cappy and Mario succeed in restoring the airship, and they both travel to Sand Kingdom next. There Mario fights with the purple Brutal on top of a tower and retrieves a power moon after defeating her. On the other hand, an inverted pyramid lifts itself in the sky, revealing an underground tunnel in the Sand Kingdom. In search of more power moons, Mario enters the tunnel and faces a giant stone face monster, defeating him and gaining another power moon. Once Mario and Cappy have gathered enough power moons, they continue their journey and travel to the Lake Kingdom next. There Mario fights the next Brutal and takes power moon from him. After this he recharges Odyssey's ship and they move towards the Wood Kingdom. There Mario fights the 4th and final Brutal and takes his power moon. To power up Odyssey for the next trip, he must gather more power moons, and this is when they learn that the kingdom's secret flower field is under threat by something that is stealing its flowers. Mario decides to break into the facility and jumps down to reach the secret flower field. There he fights a robot machine stealing the kingdom's flowers, and after defeating it, he finds another power moon. Cappy and Mario return to Odyssey and charge it up to make a long trip across the oceans to reach the Metro Kingdom now. On their way they run into Bowser, who is also heading towards Metro Kingdom. Mario and Bowser face off each other once more on the clouds, and even though Mario defeats Bowser in combat, Bowser orders a cannon attack on Mario which throws him off the clouds, and he along with Odyssey and Cappy crashes into the Lost Kingdom down. As they gain consciousness, they discover that Odyssey is destroyed in result of the crash and they need to find power moons to restore it. While they are talking, Cappy is kidnapped by a flying vulture and Mario rescues him. After that they both find the required power moons and fix Odyssey. Finally reaching the Metro Kingdom, Mario learns that Bowser's mechanical worm is sucking out all the city's power and Mario defeats it to restore peace in the city. The next day Mario is invited to the city's festival by the mayor, but first he is asked to restore the city's power underground. Mario gathers enough power moons in his mission and restores the city's power. After participating in the festival, Mario and Cappy then head towards the Seaside Kingdom to go after Bowser. At the Seaside Kingdom, Mario learns that one of Bowser's monster octopus is destroying the kingdom by stealing the kingdom's special sparkled water for Bowser's wedding. Mario defeats him and gains a power moon, which he then uses to charge Odyssey so they can move to the next kingdom, which is the Snow Kingdom. There Mario enters an underground town called the Shiveria Town. The residents inform him that Bowser has stolen their race prize, which was a frosted cake, and his Brutals have blocked the entrance to the racetrack. Mario defeats the Brutals to unlock the racetrack once more and competes in the town's race to win a power moon. After winning the race and getting the power moon, Mario and Cappy move to the luncheon town, where the Brutals inform them that a chicken chef is cooking a stew for Bowser's wedding. Mario defeats another Brutal and reaches the top of a hill where he takes the form of a giant meat piece, getting the chef chicken to pick him up and drop him in the stew. Mario then defeats the chicken and stops him from completing the stew and retrieves a power moon from him. After that he finally makes his way to Bowser's kingdom. On the way they are attacked by Bowser and his pet dragon, which destroys Mario's ship with a powerful beam and crashing him onto the ruined kingdom. After waking up from the crash, Mario faces the dragon and defeats him to get the required power moon needed to fix the Odyssey ship again. He then continues on to Bowser's kingdom and reaches there. As he reaches Bowser's castle doors, he is attacked by the remaining 2 Brutals. Mario manages to defeat them and makes his way to the top of the castle, where Bowser is holding Princess Peach and Tiara against their wish. Soon Bowser's ship arrives at the scene and Bowser reveals that he is taking Princess with him to the moon, and as Mario tries to jump on his ship, he is punched back to the castle by Bowser. Before Mario could go after him, he is attacked once more by all 4 Brutals, which return to fight Mario in a giant robot. After a great battle, Mario manages to defeat them and uses their power moons to charge up Odyssey to travel to the moon. Mario and Cappy reaches the moon with Mario all set in a fancy formal attire. As Mario makes his way towards the wedding, He once again faces Madame Bruta from Cascade Kingdom, which tries to stop him but fails. After defeat Madame Bruta, Mario reaches the church and breaks into the wedding hall, where all the kingdom's residents are present. Bowser activates a trap and throws Mario into a pit. Upon waking up, Bowser confronts Mario with the princess chained and Mario finally faces Bowser in a final battle. After an intense battle, Mario defeats Bowser and the princess is unchained. As Mario walks towards her to reunite with the princess, they are interrupted by a giant piece of Moon's underground structure and find out that the whole place is falling apart. Mario then takes charge of Bowser's body with the help of Cappy and he escapes the underground with Princess Peach and Tiara. As they crash on the surface, Mario gets up and walks towards the princess. Cappy and Tiara are reunited and Mario attempts to make his move on the princess but he is interrupted by Bowser. Both begin to propose the princess but the princess rejects them both and walks towards Odyssey with Cappy and Tiara. Sad Mario and Bowser realize that they are leaving without them and they make a run for it. In the final scenes of the game, Mario manages to reach the ship by jumping off Bowser's face and kicking him back to the moon. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more epic videos. We will see you at the next one.